Hello and welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope that everybody is doing really well, getting ready for the festive season and the holidays and hopefully a break from work. I hope that you're all keeping safe and well during this time, an exciting time for many, but also for some not so exciting and quite difficult. So I hope that for those of you that are in that position, you're taking care of yourselves and doing whatever you can. If I'm talking a little bit slowly and strange, I did get a wisdom tooth removed a few days ago, so I'm a little bit tender, but I really wanted to get this video out to you guys today. I am aware that I'm running a little bit late with it. I wish I could have gotten it done earlier, but life happens. So today I wanted to share with you a couple of ideas I had for those of you that might be looking for a present for somebody that is into plants, somebody that likes houseplants, gardening, growing green things in general. So if you're unsure of what to get somebody that's into houseplants, then I hope this video helps you. I've done my best to try to include some small businesses and kind of cheaper alternative options or even DIY options as well. The first one is to give some propagations, a very simple, cheap and easy idea to do. Maybe you know this person and you know that there's a plant that you have that they don't, that they're looking for, or you just want to share some of your collection. So you can just take a cutting and propagate it whichever way works for you if you're familiar with this. If not, I think one of the best ways that I find is to just pop it in water. It's quite straightforward, but there are many other methods and ways to do this as well. So if you're well prepared, you can do this in advance. If not, you can always take the cutting, pop it in water, and then gift it at Christmas and tell them to put it in water straight away. The plant should be fine, should do well with that. This is a lovely way to share your collection. It's free. You can also package it up really nicely. You could put a little bow or piece of brown paper or string or something around the propagation to present it in a lovely way. I think this is really just a lovely way to share collections throughout houseplant lovers. Idea number 2 is seeds. Now it's something that isn't as popular in the houseplant market, I see, but it does happen a bit, and I know that some people share seeds amongst themselves. So if you have seeds of a particular houseplant already, this is great. You can even try to germinate them for the person who's receiving the gift, or you can just give them in a little packet. You can also get some houseplant seeds online in various different places. Depends on where you live really and where it can be shipped to. I've personally gotten some houseplant seeds before, specifically cactus and lithops, and they all worked out really well. I think it's a really fun way. There's something more special, I think, about growing a plant from seed and having it that way. I think it's just a lovely idea. Idea number 3, very simple again, a voucher for a plant shop. Now, this can be an online voucher. There's various online shops that will do gift vouchers. You can send over in an email. I'm not sure how many people that like houseplants wouldn't enjoy getting a gift voucher for a plant shop and getting some new plants. If you know a local garden centre or plant shop in your area, you can always pop into them and ask them if they sell vouchers and gift cards, and goes towards supporting small local businesses. So for Ireland, just for some ideas for those of you that live here or want to gift someone that lives in Ireland a voucher, you can get one for Johnstown Garden Centre. I share their plant stock on my Instagram regularly. It's a really nice place to go in, and they have at the moment having a really nice variety of plants. Hopeless Botanics in Dublin, also really nice shop. It's relatively new, but it's beautiful. I haven't had the chance to go in yet, but they'd be good to contact. As well as Urban Plant Life in Dublin as well. They're really nice. Regarding online shops in the EU, I can't pronounce it, but I will put the name here, is also a really good small plant shop, and they always have really nice stock. There's also Plant Dynasty .nl. I will put all of these, if there's any links or Instagram pages, I will put them all in the description box, so don't worry about having to write them down. But yeah, you can get gift cards and vouchers for these online shops as well. The beauty with that is that even if they don't want a new plant, there's usually various other things that they sell in relation to the houseplant hobby, like moss poles or watering cans and things like that. And pots, which we all seem to need a lot of all the time. That brings me on to number 4, a plant pot. A lot of us that have had plants for a long time are always looking for new pots and nicer pots and bigger pots and rounder pots, and it's just never ending. So a pot can never go wrong, I feel. You can also get them from some small ceramicists. I'm going to list some of my favorite ones on Instagram here. They'd be a really nice one to go to. Either you want to give them a gift card or voucher for these ceramicists, or you can choose one yourself as well. Number 5 is a plant print, something that I absolutely love. If there's somebody that likes homey things, this can go really well. And I find that houseplant people generally do enjoy home decor type of things. So I have this lovely one from Annie Basma Design from Ireland. She's not making any prints at the moment, but just for an example, this is one that I have that I absolutely love. It's so gorgeous. I will include again some Instagram pages that I really love that do these botanical prints. On top of that, even as a bonus, if you are a creative person at all and you have the time and the means, then draw one yourself. Give a personalized gift. Maybe you know what their favorite type of plant is and you can draw a leaf of it and print it out and get a cheap frame somewhere. I think that'd be really sweet. Number 6 is some jewellery that is botanical or plant related. So these can make beautiful pieces. There's some lovely earrings and necklaces and rings that you can get that have either prints on them or in the shape of a leaf or a plant or something like that. Again, I'm going to share my favorite Instagram pages that do these kinds of things, and they're really gorgeous small businesses that would be great to support. Number 7 is a botanical calendar. I love this kind of stuff. Kew Gardens actually sell one on their website, so that's a good place to go. And again, Etsy and places like that where there's people just creating them themselves is really nice. One of my friends got me one for 2022, so last Christmas, that's about Irish trees and plants, and it's been really nice looking at each species each month. So it's something I love and I think is a great Christmas present because New Year's just around the corner. Number 8 is a plant journal or a journal in general. So it doesn't have to be that specific, but I will share with you if any of you know Tyler Thrasher on Instagram and his website, I will link below. But he makes various different beautiful artistic and scientific things, and this plant journal is one of them. This is called the Grow a Dam journal, and it's basically, let me get like a blank page. You can include each of your plants. So you can have, I will put in some B-roll of it instead, but you can basically have all your plant details here and you can include a little drawing. It's a great way to track your plants. You can also just, as I said, get them just a really nice journal for them to log it in and tell them what it's for, and that's a really lovely way to document and get closer to your plants. Any of you that watch my other videos, specifically my plant care tips and that kind of thing, you know that I really like kind of researching each plant, where it's come from, more about the genus and species and their natural ranges and stuff like that. So it's a really nice way to get to know your plants in a deeper way. Number 9 is a macrame pot. Now, not everybody's into these. I don't really have a lot of these myself. I kind of like the simple, just string designs, but a lot of people like the traditional macrame style. They're kind of like ways to hang your pots around the house. And they're really beautiful. So there's an Irish band that make these foliage fika, which I love, and on top of that, another idea would be to get them macrame string and source that so that they can make it themselves, or you could send them a little email with a pattern to follow or something like that. But if they're not into making things, then you can also just give them the actual macrame holder as well. Number 10 is something I love, and something I definitely want to try to get into more next year, which is a plant pressing kit. So there is a brand, an Irish brand called Connecting to Nature, which I did a giveaway with last year. And they had a beautiful little kit that had a wooden press kit, and that I'll put up pictures of it here. So you can obviously use these for houseplants as well. You could even just get one yourself and tell them what it is or what's the intent for the present, and any leaves that are falling off or going bad or something, they can use this kit to press them. I think that would be really nice. And then also a way to display them after they've been fully pressed. It's a beautiful thing to do, and kind of ties in with the botanical prints and things like that that you can decorate your home with. So number 11 is a good book. Who doesn't love a good book? Now there are some beautiful plant books out there, especially by plant creators out there, that would be really nice to support. Just as an example, I have one here from anyone who watches Becca de la Plants on YouTube. She's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. She has this book called Houseplants for Beginners, and it's really, really nice. Beautiful book with lovely illustrations, and goes through loads of common species and care tips and things like that. So this is really beautiful. She also has, sections on viruses or troubleshooting, FAQs, that kind of thing, that can be really helpful for somebody who's learning. And also just a beautiful book to just have in your home nonetheless. But also to name some other creators. How to Make a Houseplant Love You by Summer Rain Oaks, absolute classic. I love this book. This book is not just about plants, it's about mental health and all of that stuff as well. So it's a really gorgeous book. Another favorite of mine is In Defense of Plants by Macrame. This is just fantastic. If you're maybe a little bit, I guess it's for everyone, but it's a lot more scientific, but it's really, really in-depth, and it just shows you the wonders of the plant world, really, and is really, really exciting. I think anybody would love that. And also, I do want to mention that Not Another Jungle on Instagram, you may follow him. He's great. Social media content, is also coming out with a book in the new year. So this would be a pre-order, but I'm sure somebody would appreciate that as well. So I'm excited to get that when it comes out. I think it's called, I've forgotten the name, Extraordinary Houseplants, something, Care for Extraordinary Houseplants or something. I will put it on the screen. The final idea I had is something I would love to get as a present. I mean, I would like all of these, I think. Is maybe a bit more of a personal one. If you're somebody that doesn't want to gift things, there's a lot of things going on at Christmas time, and if you want to kind of get away from that and spend your money on something else and spend it on an experience, something that would be great to do is to gift a botanical garden day or a tour. You could make a whole day between you and this person where you go out, you get some food, you go to the botanical garden, you spend the whole day there walking around, you get some dinner. You could get, as I said, a guided tour that would be really interesting and useful in whatever your local botanical garden is. This is also a great way to support your local botanical garden in person, which I'm sure we all would appreciate. And so it can be a lovely day, not just for the person that's getting the gift, but also for you, which is excellent. So that is it, guys. I hope that if you were unsure about what to get somebody that likes houseplants, this can lead you in the right direction. If you have any further tips that I didn't include in those 12, do put them in the comments below. So if anybody's looking for more, you can go there. It's coming to the end of the year, so I'm kind of reeling in my last couple of videos. The next one that will be going up is an exciting plant project that is involving the sphagnum moss that I collected in one of my recent videos, so do stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about how that turned out, so I hope you're excited to watch the process. I also want to apologize for some audio issues I was having in my last video. It's a really big headache when something like that happens. It doesn't happen to me often, but I really apologize to anybody that annoyed. It annoyed me as well. And it just happens sometimes, guys. You know, I'm a one-woman show here. You know, learning all of this stuff as well, between filming, audio, lighting, editing, all of that stuff. I do it all myself. So if there are any issues, I apologize, and I will learn from it and I'll get better. But thank you to all of you that were helpful. And yeah, I appreciate it, and hopefully it will not happen again soon. That is it, guys. I will see you again very soon in the next video. Take care and Merry Christmas. Bye.